Well, Dallas dropped it to the Pacers, so they remain on the shit list. We go 2-2 because Golden State couldn't come through for us either. But that was the one that we thought we were going to get. We weren't too sure about Dallas, so um, thought we were going to do 3-1. Ended up 2-2. Still a decent day. Ended up catching the under on that Charlotte Portland game. It closed at 213. By the third quarter, the spread was at 185, and the score was something stupid, crazy low. I think 69-59, something like that. So I caught a under 185, and it still went to 173. So still made a little bit of money yesterday. Avoided the juice, they call it. But anyway, I still got 4 games today. Let's go ahead and get into it. What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crashing Against the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. 4 NBA games to talk about today. Try to get on the right side of these. We have the Raptors and the Pacers up first. Pacers at home, 6.5-point favorites. Raptors on the road are 9-20, so not necessarily the place that we want to bet them. In the last, let's look at their last couple games here. Pacers on a back-to-back. They played the Mavs last night and won 133-111. We were on the Mavs in that one, but we had the under, which was all the way at 252. In this game, we're losing points. This total started at 246. It's down to 244.5 in some spots. If it gets any lower, I might come in on the over. These two teams have played a 132-131 game this season and a 127-125 game just on Valentine's Day. So whereas yesterday's game also could have gotten to those totals and gone over, the Mavs and the Pacers have been playing better defense in the last couple games, and I expected one or the other to not come up with the other half of those points. So I did expect the Pacers to score 133 yesterday, but I expected the Mavs to be around 111 or vice versa. So I would lean Pacers, but I like the over better. I'm going to try to get a 244, 243 throughout the day, and just see what that number does. But I would lean Pacers, but I think I'll stay off the spread. These two teams seem to play close games. Also dealing with a lot of players who used to play for the other side. So over 244, 245 is my pick for that one. Pistons at Knicks. I like the Knicks to bounce back at home. The spread is 11. Looks like it's going to 10.5 in certain places. So we might be able to catch a better number later on in the day. Pistons have, of course, lost. They're 2-8 in their last 10 games. Only winning against Portland on February 8th and Sacramento on 7th. Lost every other game. Only covered 10 points with Orlando, the Clippers, and Cleveland, other than those 2 wins. So I'm going to lean the Knicks because they are coming off a loss to Boston and they've only won one out of their last 5 games, 6 games. So out of the last 6 games, they've only won against Philly, and they've lost to Dallas, uh, Pacers, the Rockets, the Magic, and the Celtics. So in need of a bounce back win. The Pistons seem like the perfect team to do that against. So we're going to roll with the Knicks at home. Nets and the Grizzlies are the next game up. Grizzlies are 2-point underdogs at home. Totals at 216. Grizzlies have covered 4 in a row. And I feel like the Nets have been the opposite. So in the last 10 games for the Nets, they're 2-8 straight up, 2-7 and 1 against the spread. Grizzlies are also 2-8 straight up in their last 10 games, but they are 6-4 against the spread. So competing in more games, and they won 2 out of their last 3. So they beat Houston 121-113, and they beat Milwaukee 113-110 as 14-point underdogs in Memphis. So not saying that they're turning the corner, but they are competing in games and against this Nets team that has been known to crumble in the fourth quarter and just not look competitive throughout games. I'm going to roll with the Grizzlies at home. Underdogs, so we get a couple points. So +2 on the Grizzlies. Heat and Kings. Kings are 7-point favorites at home. Total is 224. The injury report for Miami is what is causing this number to be so high. Jimmy is out because of that fight the other day. So it's Jimmy, Thomas Bryant, and Jovic that's out for suspension. Tyler Hero's questionable, and Rozier is out. So only person that I'd like to see in the lineup is Hero, but the Heat have already shown that they can compete without these players. This is one of the teams in the NBA who are more plug and play as far as positions go. So there will be a backup, and he will be able to pick up the slack. So I'm still going to roll with the Heat to cover the 7. And living in Florida, I'll be able to watch this game tonight. So it'll be one of the first times I do get to see Sacramento play. I haven't really seen them play this year. So we are going to roll with the Heat plus the 7. And those are going to be the picks. So I like the over in the Raptors-Pacers game, hoping to get a better number. I like the Knicks at home. I like the Grizzlies at home. And I like the Heat on the road. So lock those in. Let's get this money. And we will talk about some more basketball tomorrow.